Interesting. Interesting. I love to write. Writing is one of my truest passions.
I do too, but I don't have that. So for me, I get major writing block until it's about 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm lying in bed and I'm like, ding. And I'll pull out my phone and I'll just start speaking. I speak to my notes and it writes all my notes down. I've got pages and pages and pages and pages of mumbled words and of course autocorrect and this and that. Half of it doesn't make sense, but I think it'll be good writing prompts. But for me, it's the island. So Vancouver Island is where I write the best, where I can literally just plant my feet in the sand, sit on a beach, or go to Cathedral Grove where all the big old growth trees are. Like there's Parksville. I am so grounded. As soon as I get off that ferry, I'm like, I'm home.
Because you're separate. You're separated, right?
And
like,
it's been like that since, well, yeah, but maybe this is it too. This is where my journey started. So my journey started because I won this thing and I got on a ferry and I was going to this place called Tainamara. It's this gorgeous retreat in Parksville. I had no idea what I was walking into. And I get there with, I think there was 6 of us or whatever, 7. I can't know. It was the top 5 plus wild card. So there's 6 of us. And we're at this event called Frock Off. No idea what Frock Off was. No idea what Tainamara and Parksville was. I just walked into this event, sat down on this table, and met Joe Dibley. Which is how I met you. Well, not necessarily from Joe, but from Brenda. And Brenda is from Joe. And so that's literally was my whole journey to where I am now started in Parksville at the Tainamara, meeting Joe Dibley and Brenda Hammond and meeting all of these writers and like change makers. Yes. And all I did was sit in a mastermind and told my story. We each had a minute. And everybody at the table had to choose whose story needed to be told to the room. Well, of course it was me. And then I was asked to get on stage by Joe Dibley. And she goes, "Kay, you were chosen. Tell your story. You have 2 minutes." And it fell out of me like word vomit. And then she made me hold my arms out like Joe and Brenda do. And to take in what everybody had to say. I wish I had
and to take a bow. To take a bow, right? Like those things that
well, you know what it was? She asked everybody who had a message for me to write it on a piece of paper. I wish there's somewhere put away, but I have a stack about that big from Brenda Hammond, from Joe, from Susan Isaac, from Valerie Silvera, from all these publishers, book writers, change makers, like big names. And they all gave me a piece of paper with phone numbers, emails, do this, do that. And I did not know what I wanted to be when I grew up. But when I stood on that stage and told my story, I was like, I'm going to be a public speaker. It's
amazing.
Figured it out.
And when you can take something in your life and flip it for the biscuit, I call it. Because when I was a kid, my last name was Walters.
Okay.
So I got Barbara Walters. And then I got Nancy Drew. So here I am, a video journalist, researching. I mean, I research. I mean, I'm slightly, when it comes to, I've been told that it's my Scorpio sun. I mean, like, I want to know about an essential oil. Like I've got a spreadsheet for that. Let me get that, right? Like I've got my pad out because I want to be able to give the best possible researched answer that I can. So, because I don't have all the answers, but I have resources and I have people.
Yeah.
I don't know all the answers. I don't attest to knowing all the answers. I mean, I'm learning about crystals, but when it comes to crystals, I mean, I go to Daphne's website.
Yep.
Because she's my crystal expert.
And you'll be an expert in no time too, I'm sure of it.
Oh, absolutely. In a
Yep.
different way.
Yes.
In a different way, because I'll have like 25 pages on one crystal on my document.
Yep.
But it for me, it's I don't wake up ever going, oh God, I've got to learn something today. I mean, I'm taking a degree in botany, all because of a movie that I watched, right?
Oh goodness, what movie?
Okay, so I was studying aromatherapy. Okay, and then I watched a movie with Method Man called